Nasdaq's a tricky trader, beware the fall. Technical tools may help, but watch your wall. Hirami candles flicker, inversions come and go. Protect your cash, don't let it all blow. Nasdaq's a nasty girl, don't go full port. She takes your cash in a flash, be careful with your heart. The opening range trade still bangs, but stay alert. Methodical man prefers inversions, get your cash and protect yours. Market warning, listen close and heed. Daily payouts can fool, but they're not what they seem. Be resilient, don't give up, keep your guard tight. Trading isn't for the weak, so stay in the fight. Inversions rise, Hirami fall. Stay cautious, don't let your capital stall. Nasdaq's a nasty girl, don't go full port. She takes her cash in a flash, be careful with your heart. The opening range trade still bangs, but stay alert. Methodical man prefers inversions, get your cash and protect yours.
All right, good morning. Good morning, Timbo. All right, let me make sure you guys can hear me all right. I had turned this down yesterday. Probably, let's see. All right. That's probably about where it normally is, I'm guessing. Maybe a little more. Morning, Robert, Deshaun, Tamimi in the house. What up? Sounds good. All right. Let's see here. I'm going to go over to see if we got any news today. I have no idea. I haven't looked at all. Literally just turned on the computer a moment ago. So a little, I don't know if I call it behind, but a little behind this morning. Morning, Eric. A little behind. All right, let's check the news. Coper in the house. China 100% tariffs off the table. Really? That's news. 42 minutes. 10 a.m. news. Nothing crazy. Just 2-star. Oil news at 1 today. Says there was news at news at 9:15, but I don't see it. So overnight, we reswept that low overnight. Let's see if the ES actually reswept the low. I don't know if it did. It did. So looking kind of bullish, to be honest. I mean, we reswept this low here. You can see. Previous day low, we swept that already. Next level on the hourly's down here. Kind of expect us to at least run up to these levels here. Something like that. Clarity in the house. Good morning, Leo. So we've got a previous day close up there. We don't need this level marked out any longer. Previous day open and close. I mean, those levels we don't really need marked out either. So we'll kind of see here though. Got a couple of obvious looking wicks up here. All right. That's kind of what we're looking at here. No real gap today. 793.75 is the open and the close price. They are one and the same. Let me take a look right quick at Mancini's information. Let's see what he's got to say this morning. He says precise price action to start, but it's OPEC, so protect gains. Saw it in routine overnight. Elevator down sell comes to short squeeze on a failed breakdown. This is a law. Took us to 66.55 magnet. I posted 66.55 reclaim, sees 67, hit exact. All right. Let's see here. 72.79, 94 extra. All right, I got those levels marked out. Okie dokie. The original failed breakdown here was the 65.92 recovery, which was given in the newsletter. Unfortunately, occurred at 5 a.m. There have been others since, including the 55 reclaim. What up, Pine Tree Predator in the house? You've been following Mancini levels for ages. Yeah. Very good to Mimi. Very good. Again, I don't trade the ES really. I mean, sometimes I'll take a trade on it. Not often, but I do think his levels are on point. And you can use them to either structure a trade on the Nasdaq, or you could take the trade on the ES yourself. You know, sometimes we do that, sometimes we don't. But yeah, the levels are on point for sure. All right. Well, that's kind of what we got. Exclamation point cash. If you guys want to enter the giveaway, today's options are a 50K trade day account, intraday trailing, no activation fee, or a any size Apex evaluation account with an activation fee. Those are the options. Tradeify still got 40% going on. Let me see what Bulenox has got going on. Their sale ended last night, and they don't really have another sale up yet. I would imagine they'll do a sell at some point today. So no 83% off on Bulenox, but we'll see kind of what happens later today. Frank says, good morning. How do you take advantage of trading those Mancini levels that seem to hit every night in the middle of the night? No, Frank, I don't pay attention to them overnight unless I'm awake. There's nothing you can do about it. You could set, like if he has like an A+ setup at a level, you could set an alert and wake up and trade it. But yeah, I just trade the New York session. So kind of what I do is I just wait for him to call something out, during New York, and then I just try to take it off those. So I keep Twitter open just to see what he has to say. Joom here. Joom here for sure. Joom's still alive. Yeah. Do you work with Trade Copier on Quantower? Yeah, Trader King. I use the Quantower. Tradeabate's glitching bad again. I don't know why. It keeps switching from like Tradeabate to the other. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. But yeah, I'm sure June's still alive. He deleted everything, but you know, I don't know. He just decided to go his own way, I guess. So let's see this influencer cup standings. We did end up small green yesterday. I'm sure we're near the bottom, but you're using the proprietary desktop app, not the web-based version. Interesting. Let's see how everybody did yesterday. Let's just take a look. Did they not update it yet? Yeah, I don't think they updated it because Pine Tree. I know Pine Tree made a little money yesterday. Yeah, they didn't update it. They didn't update it yet. What up, Marcine? All right. We've got about 3 minutes until open here. Let's kind of see what happens. What do we think is going to happen? I mean, obviously, this is bullish looking. I mean, to me. I wouldn't mind a pullback into open. 660s, 650s, VWAP. You got kind of a gap down there, a little 5-minute gap as well. You got equal lows down there on the 5-minute at 669.50. Looks like equal lows on the 5-minute. Is that right? Let me double check. Yeah, 669.50 equal lows. So maybe we can pull back and sweep that area. It's on the 5-minute there. 15-second orb. I don't know if I'll take it today. Oh, Pine Tree blew up. Did you, Pine Tree? Nuh-uh. Dude, you're up $400. We talked about just taking base hits. Did you really blow up, Pine Tree? Are you kidding me? Come on, man. I had such faith in you taking base hits. I literally just talked to Pine on the phone yesterday, and he was like, I'm up $400. I was like, sweet. I think that's, you know, $200 to $400 a day. That's the recipe. So, oh well. I guess start over, Pine Tree, if you did blow up. Why not? You're not going to be very far behind. Gold happened. Yeah. Well, what did gold do last night? Did it not just go up? Oh, I guess not. I mean, it kind of went up after a pullback. Yeah. That's the thing. Live by the sword, die by the sword on that gold trade, you know? No, I'm sure you will be. All right, guys, we've got a minute and a half until open here. I don't really know what to expect. Like I said, I'd like a pullback. The market doesn't care what we like, though. So, you know, little scalps, and then boom, the massive colonoscopy. Yeah. That's what happens with it. For sure. That is for sure. Let me look at the 5-minute here. Is there anything obvious? Not really. I think we pull back and sweep the 669 level at some point there. Let's go, Mad Moxie. Nice. I want to see a little pullback here. Yeah, it is OPEX, Marcy. All right, guys, 27 seconds until open here. Let's kind of see what we get. Let's play it by ear. Let's see what we get. If you guys haven't already hit the like button, we need the likes in order to do the giveaway. So let's see what happens. Here's the open. 750s here. ES at the 55. How to join the giveaway? Exclamation point cash in the chat. I'm tempted to jump in short here for that run through 669, but tempted. Problem is, I would just kind of be jumping in like willy-nilly here. Four-ported short worked. Let's go. Oh, you're clowning me though, but yeah, let's go. You're clowning me. What up, Black Phoenix? Liquidity at 700. Yeah, it kind of makes sense. Oh. Yeah, no gap today, really. All right, I'm going to try the short here. I'm going to give it a 20-point stop. Actually, I'm going to give it 30 points. I'm probably going to get stopped. Yeah, I'm already stopped. Never mind. Already stopped out. Starting the day in the red again. 500 bucks. Lovely. Yes, kind of bounced back below that 55. I kind of thought we might push lower there, but we didn't. Oh, you're on micros? Me too. Let's see here. Yeah, I was kind of like maybe a little early to that short. I don't know. See if we retest 700 here. Got the 200 EMA down there at 694. Yes, just holding up right at the 55. My Quan Tower is working fine. What up, Black Beauty? Gold just opened, dropped 20 bucks, did it? Yeah, a little dumpy. Really chopping around here. Looks like we're going to run up into the previous day close here. Right up into it. Previous day close there tapped. I don't play that until after 10. Yeah, Kevin, seems that way, right? Yeah, I hate weeks. I've had that happen before. Yes, push it up off that 55 level. Feels like we're going to run through that previous day close there. Maybe like 8/10s on that first push up. Now that it won't close, it populates. Oh, that's funny. Still did not. Did we leave equal highs there? Not quite. Too far away from that 5-minute gap now for it to matter. It's kind of chopping back and forth. All right, let's see if we get a run through here. I think we get a run back through the 800s here quickly if we hold this small 1-minute gap that we created here. Let's see if we hold that and rip back through the 800s. See if we can kind of rip up here. Hold this small gap that we created. Run up into like the 803s. $30 seconds left on this candle. Good morning, iTrade. There we go. Nice little run there. Kind of a little bit of an easy read. I took that on the other account. Of course, we're still down 372 after that opening loss there. Taking some degen trades over here. Not exactly what you want to do, but so let's see what we get here. Pushing right back below previous day close there. Just kind of ran this wick here and just ripping back below. ES did tap 72 there. Pretty whipsawy here. Not great price action, to be honest. I'm going to try to be a little careful here. I mean, look at that, 50 points straight back down. Tuna fish sandwiches and Funyuns. Perfect day for micros, yeah. I'm going to be careful. Gonna be careful. Let's see what happens. Pushing down here. Is it going to get through this pivot and go through the opening print? Probably. See if we can sweep the low. ES at the 55 here. If ES breaks through the 55, we probably resweep the low here. We'll take a stab here. Smokey Bear says we're 100% going down. Let's look for it to hit this low here. Top side looks complete. You're making this 10 G's today. Let's go, Smokey Bear. ES back to the 55. I want to kind of see ES hold below that 55. Cash all the way. 1,900 miles from home and making 10K. Let's go. This price action makes you nauseous. I kind of want to move this down further, to be honest, but I think it makes sense just to take it. I could move this down and just go break even at the low. I'll lock in like 20 bucks. Well, I could have like 50 here, so 50 or 60. We are right here at the whole number. ES is at 43. There we go. Locking in 35 points. 45 points. 50 points. We'll take it. We shall take it. Good morning, Donovan. Good opening trade there. Still in the short over here on this account. I didn't get out yet. Let me see. Okay. Just had to get this other one in. Stop in spot. Small TPT daily payouts. Let's go. Can't complain about that. This thing's back to 700 here. ES holding that 43 level here. Again, want to see that 69 level swept. 69 and a quarter on Nasdaq. Love the dailies, yeah. Kind of setting up a little bear flag here. Well, it may not run those lows, I guess. I don't know, back up to 720. Morning, Robert. Flawless, it's okay so far. We're up about $100 on one account, so. What was that noise? Oh, I forgot I was in over there on that other account. Wow, look at that, guys. Come that close and then just rips right back up. It's insane. Top Step hates me. Why, Smokey Bear? Yeah, very trappy here. I mean, 100 points back up off equal lows and a 5-minute gap. I mean, those lows are exactly equal, right? Yeah, I mean, it came like, I don't know, like a point away, 2 points away. And then just ripped right back up. Kind of rude, kind of rude. Yeah, we reclaimed 55, squeezed up to like 66 there, 65. Show enough, show enough. Just hitting that macro 950 here. I don't know. I don't know how it missed the equal lows. It didn't hit them my 8 weeks. Came so close, didn't hit them. I don't know, Frank. That's a magnet. I mean, it depends. I don't know. That's a tricky area. Mancini just tweeted, says just hold a runner, do nothing. So I mean, if you're still long, he's still saying hold a runner. So I guess you could. We'll be heading back to all-time highs since Trump said no tariffs on China. I have no idea. I mean, it does look like we're going to be running back up to 817 here. Kind of at a minimum. Right here at the 800s. See if we squeeze through here. All right, pushing through there. There's the that print up there, the opening print. Yeah, Kevin, just all over the place. Taco Trade, his name is Robert. Shameless new highs may be coming. What up, Coach Fred? Good morning. Really kind of dirty price action. New York VWAP from yesterday was near overnight VWAP. Interesting. Interesting. Squeezing again here. Overnight high up there at the 58s. This thing's just blasting through everything here. There's the 58 coming into play here. ESRD all the way up to 79. This thing's just going to the moon. Going to the moon. Being patient here with this volatility. Really easy to, you could easily smoke your accounts here. You have an hourly inverse down here. This thing's just going here. There's not much to do. Not much you can do here. Feels bad to chase. But it is just going. Maybe we can get something going at the 900 level here. I think from now on in this challenge account, I'm going to go into scout mode. I'm just going to try to look for 5 points at a time, because I keep digging myself holes on this account every single day. Like, I just got wrecked on that short earlier. I was 100% confident we were going to hit the 69, and I was up like 40 points on it, and I just let it go red and just stopped me out for like a 3K loss. Ridiculous. So I think I'm going to switch over to just trying to take 5-point scalps on that at a time. So now we're back into catch-up mode again like we were yesterday on that account. Just trying to look for 5 points at a time. Pulling back here into the 58s. We pull back down into maybe the 30 here, 35s maybe. Counting trying against you guys, that's all I've did. Yeah, that's what I should have did, just 5 points at a time. 887 again. It did just rip back up to there, huh? I'm going to try for a bounce here off the 50. See if we get a bounce. Should be able to pop back into that 54, 55 area, but not doing it so far though. Yes, pulling back through the 72 there. Pulling back here to the 15-minute opening range off 21. Oh, I forgot about the news at 10. There's the 10 o'clock news. I just missed that previous day close bounce. I'm a little annoyed by it. I wasn't paying attention. It happened right here at 10 a.m. I'm going to try it. Didn't really give 10 points yet. So I'm going to try it right there. Try here at the whole number, so I do like it. Just another 100-point drop. Yeah, exactly. I should have added at that 50 EMA. I didn't even notice it. There we go. So previous day close did pay there. I vowed to take this on my funded accounts every time, and I completely missed it. Completely missed it there. Although, to be honest, was right at 10 with news. That is a pretty hefty candle back towards this area. So I don't think bypassing that's that big a deal. Right back to 55 there on the ES. Should go to 120 at this point. I don't know, man. Like 25, 120 or 24? Man, look at that. Look at that just hold and rip right out of there. That's insane. One big bull flag there, I guess. One big bull flag. Negative 4K up 500. Let's go. At least you're back up. I'm still down 2687 on this account. I don't know, man. I was going for a huge win, and I don't know. I didn't take it off. So I should have moved the stop to break even at minimum. Just didn't do it. Is this just going to run right through the 90? I'm trying to wait, see if this gap will form here. And then I can maybe long out of the gap. Dump on gold. It's time to buy. Yeah, gold looking pretty insane there. So we re-mitigate this gap here before we take the high. Yeah, Nate, I agree. That's what I thought it was going to do. I mean, we have equal lows at actually 69.25. We have equal lows there. Which is crazy. Got some volatility here too. Man, this thing is like so much volatility here. I'm going to get through the high here. Pivot point right there, 85. Kind of holding up here. Should go though. Hold above 58 here. Let's see if it rips. GC says what? What? I mean, I don't know. I was gonna say like it needs to make new highs here. But the way it's been going, who knows what's going to happen. Yeah, this could be your first, well, say this could be your first indication that maybe a little bit of a pullback, but still think it goes higher. 15-point stop got taken out in 2 seconds. Yeah, this got to be careful here. This action is a little bit, I mean, it's volatile, very, very volatile. Very, very volatile. Look for a spot to take a long here. $100 drop on gold. Dang. Been trading no different than any other size, but try to trade the same way. Yeah. Well, Jamie, jump in there. Just kidding. Well, you know, Tradeify is having their little challenge thing. I mean, it looks interesting. Anybody can join that. That Tradeify challenge. Yeah, it looks all right. I think they're doing very similar, but anybody can join. I think as long as it's free as long as you have an account with Tradeify. And Tradeify is 40% off right now. 40% off. Yeah, the equal O's. A big Hungarian seller. Yeah, his name was Thomas Sabo. Thomas Sabo. Oh. Let's go. Nice job, Clarity. Yeah, Jamie, the thing is, like, I've traded that account not like I trade. I've traded it like super aggressive and just, you know, I don't know. Not the best way to do it. I'm going to take another long down here at the 8 796 area. Let me see, 790. Just made 310 in 4 seconds. Dang. It could have been for sure. I do like this spot down here for a buy. We got the 50 EMA previous day close sitting there, whole number. Reasonable amount of reasons to expect a bounce there. And I may even take this on my funded accounts, considering. May have to give it a little more room. It's the only thing. Doesn't look like it's going to give it to me here. Jump in here for a quick 10. Here we go. Volume there. Volume. All right, initial balance. Still not set. Oh, shit. Inside bar. That's what someone was saying. Okay, I see that now. Inside bar. I see the inside bar now. I will take it. Alright, taking the long on the inside bar here. How big is that bar? Man, I just got to looking at it. That's a pretty big bar. How big is this bar? 70 points. Holy cow. That bar's huge. Alright. Took the 10 points there on 2 micros on my funded accounts. For some reason only got $30 though instead of 40. I don't know why. That inside bar is 70 freaking points. That probably would have scared me out if I knew that. Stairs down, elevator up right now. Inside bar is banging, but that's a 70 point stop. Holy cow. It's a 70 point stop. It's up 45 points right now. I just took it for 10. That stop had me spooked. So we took it for 10 points on all the fundeds. I do think we were down 260 on Tuesday, up 40 on Monday, 90 and 100 respectively the next 2 days. That makes it 230 plus 30 makes us break even on the week. I do think that that probably will just be done for me on the week on the fundeds. So break even on the week after being down 260. I'm going to feel comfortable there unless I just see something else that's just obvious. If we see something else that's obvious, we take it. Man, that inside bar is banging. Holy cow. It's up 57 points right now. Had a 70 point stop on that thing though. If you're in on that inside bar, certainly be trailing your stop here. Oh, Mancini just gave us some information. He's going to say, you know, the reclaim of 55, like Frank was asking. I was like, I'm not sure about the reclaim because we've already reclaimed it a couple of times. So I don't know. Says, traders getting a good lesson in OPEC's chop with 55 magnet as warned since yesterday. Tested again at 10 a.m. Eventually, we will unpin and trend. Hold runner. 55 reclaim was long trigger. Targets were given 67, 73, 69, 94. So I just wasn't sure about the reclaim of that 55 after it had already been reclaimed a couple times. I mean, I guess it only pulled back to 43, but I don't know. I mean, it did pull back into that support zone that bulls must hold. You know, if we're looking kind of at the levels here, we have the 43 to 37 zone from yesterday. That range that we said the bulls must hold, or that's what he said. So we kind of reclaimed that range and then still held it. And just ripping through here. Just ripping. She's a runner. Man, I kind of want to be aggressive here. I don't want to buy the top, though. We need to pull back. You got this obvious wick down here on gold. Like this is really obvious, right? You can take this stuff off. That was from a potential short a couple days ago. But that 180 level, huge wick right there, very obvious. Probably, potentially could be where gold's headed. We'll see. All right, we are getting a little pullback here. So maybe that is my sign. I could take a little stabby long here. Maybe long off that 900 level again, 910. Elevator to the roof. The roof. The roof. Oh, goodness. I'll buy one right there. Kind of front running that 9 EMA a little bit with the idea that we hold the 900, maybe hold the 9. Been kind of riding these EMAs the whole way up, so let's see what we can do here. Tagged in there. One minute doji chest at 880. Yeah, it could. 5 minute actually. Yeah, 5 minute there as well at 91. 81 as well. We're just looking for 10 points here. Guess I could have waited for that 900 level, maybe been a little better entry. Probably would have been out already. Well, we did win the baseball game last night, 8-1. Marissa pitched 5 innings. Very good pitching. We had great defense last night. And, yeah, hitters were hitting. Jackson went 3 for 3 with a walk. And Noah went 4 for 4. And I think Brendan went 3 for 3. So the hitters were hitting. And we were putting up some runs. So, yeah, played very well. I actually don't think they were. It was the first time we played that team too, and they were actually pretty solid. Like fundamentally, they were pretty solid. They had a really good catcher. Made it difficult for us to steal, but we still did our thing. We still stole bases, but he did make it difficult. He's a very competent catcher. He's very good at back picking and doing the things catchers should do. So there we go. But it's a really good game. That puts us at 5-1 on the year. We got 4 games left. We've already beat the next 3 teams that we play. We've already beat them once. And then the final game of the season is actually against the team that we lost to in the opening game of the season. So, and then we have an end of the year tournament. We'll see how that goes. And the other team that's undefeated is the other team in our county. So, but yeah, Marissa's lights out again last night pitching. Umpire last night was pretty stringent on his strike zone. So, pretty stringent. I don't mind it as long as he calls it both ways, but I didn't feel like he was last night. I thought our zone was much tighter than theirs. But, you know, coaches, we're watching from a side angle, so we can't see in and out. So maybe I'm wrong. But, you know, I'm not one of those coaches that complains. You know, we just say, hey, if he's got a tight zone, we deal with what he gives us. You adjust. I do think this is a really good spot to look for a bounce. You do got a 5-minute wick test here. 5-minute wick test at 81. I think it's a great spot to bounce. You got a little bit of consolidation here. You know, you kind of have a little 1, 2, 3, and then a break. So little support turned into a resistance turned into support. Probably a really good spot to look for the pushback through the 960s. Yeah, I do think if we get through this level, if we kind of break this zone, which I don't think we will here. I think we make a new high because we left liquidity. But through this zone, it's probably reasonable to think that we retrace to some degree. So you kind of got this support here. But if we lose this zone, I think that we're going down. And you could just look at this fair value gap here too and just say, okay, well, if we lose that, probably going down, right? And not only that, you can kind of, you know, you do several different things here, whatever you want to do. And then you kind of can draw a little trend line here, you know, whatever you want to do, whatever your fancy, whatever tickles your fancy. Max said he'd get up. He decided to jump down and shake off, give a little flop, you know. So that 881 wick test did just bounce all the way back up into the 920s. So that was a nice little 30-point bounce. The funny thing is these candles don't look that big. Like, it's like, oh, look at this small candle, right? But then when you look at it, I mean, it's 30 points. I don't know what the ATR is today. It's got to be like 25. Anybody know? You got the ATR pulled up? It's got to be like 20, 25 at least. I think you need a 20, 25 stop on these trades today. You need 20 to 25 point stop at least. 31, 30. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't even have to know the ATR, see the ATR to know that. These candles are huge. Like, there is some volatility today. Volatility is back. Not that it's been gone for long, but we definitely got some volatility. Yeah, that's insane. Over 30 on a 1-minute candle. This is just crazy. That just tells you a 10-point stop is not going to work in this market. A 10-point stop will absolutely get wrecked when the ATR is this high. So you need to adjust your stop. You need to adjust your size. If you're normally trading 5 micros, probably take it down to 2 or 3. Expand your stop quite a bit. I mean, that's what you have to do on days like today. 10-point stops are just going to get wrecked. I think somebody mentioned a 15-point stop earlier got stopped down in like 2 seconds. Let's see here. Those 1 minute 35 point candles are killers. Exactly. There goes the neighborhood. You just got smoked for 15 points. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Yeah. I mean, just the moving around a little bit is just going to wreck you, you know? Just the little bit of moving around that price is doing. Take profits fast. Don't expect this to deliver to highs and lows. Yeah, that's true too. That's kind of what happened to me on that account today. I was up almost 50 points on that trade. It was like 46 points in the green, and I let it go all the way like 60. I let it go like 100 points in the red before I took the loss. Ridiculous. I don't know what I was thinking there. Dumb. Dumb. We don't need much more to pass this account. I'm like $330 away. I'd like to pass it today, but at the same time, you know, if I don't find spots, I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to take trades if I don't find spots that make sense. What in the world? Never understand why people post trades that go like 100 points and they take no partials. Yeah. Kevin, I don't normally do that, but, you know, I don't know. On that a challenge account, I was already red like $1,000, and so I was just trying to get it all back. Excuse me, guys. $550-point rally, yeah. Whiskey or water? This is yeah, it's whiskey. It's a little vodka. Yeah, Kevin, makes sense, right? Makes sense. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, I need to do that other one too. Yeah, Kevin, exactly. If you're in a mini, for sure. I mean, minis, you need to be taking those partials, like you say, locking something in. Yep. See, kind of breaking structure here, kind of, you know, pushing back down. That might be your first sign of maybe a little move lower here. I don't really know. There's no SMT here yet. Well, No, there's not. So until we get something like that, you know. Don't know. Oh, that sucks, Owlboy. I've done that before too. Don't let that tilt you. That can easily tilt you right there. That can easily tilt you. Blue account's very fast. Outer, that sucks, man. That sucks. Sorry to hear that, dude. Let me show you some pictures of my son. So I'm doing this little graduation thing. So this is my son Caleb. He's 17 now. I think he's about 2 here. So this will be his picture for his yearbook, for his younger picture. And then I'll show you his other one for his current picture, kind of what he looks like now. What he looks like now. Got to make his little yearbook thing. You know, he's a boy. He's a boy, so this is the best I could do. You know, best I could do with him there. As far as him taking a picture for me. You know, he didn't want to do it to begin with. This is the other picture. But yeah, you don't want to. I'm like, hey, let's go out here and take a picture. He's like, bro, why? You know, your typical kid there. So, like, cuz we have to. So, got to create his little yearbook thing. Get him to pose in the same pose? Nah, he won't. I see son's also Caleb, yeah. Yeah, he just doesn't want to take pictures. He just doesn't want to take pictures. Obviously looks like his mama. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know, man. He looks just like his dad. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, he don't really have a... He got a little stubble. Got that stubble going on. The stubble. Listen, I'm over here having to do this picture thing, all right? You know, that's not something a man's supposed to be doing, right? But to be fair, you know, like him and his mom, we're not together anymore, so there you go. Now, I don't like how that picture has a... Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I'm doing his thing. There's a little line on the edge of this picture. I don't know why. Or is that? I can't tell. So guys, we're breaking through this EMA here. Look at this. This thing's going down. I don't see that line on here, though. I don't know. Target the VWAP. The VWAP. Man, I'm going to be honest with you. Well, actually, that's the second test, isn't it? No, it's the first test. This would still be the... Technically, this will be the first test after 10, even though this did test it right here at 10 of the previous day close. But I don't hate a bounce out of this level. The only thing I will say is, you know, it is a little scary that we're working our way through these supports here, through this kind of support zone. So I don't know. It's 50-50 whether I take that previous day close bounce again. NQ's rigged like the raffle? Yeah, it could be. Another day in the markets, taking our families on a ride. Yeah. All right, I think that's going to be good enough. What do I got to do? Would I like to run a spell check? Sure. I still like the longs too. I'm just like, it's just in such a weird spot. So it kind of it tapped your break even there at 811. If you well, might have been one tick off. Let's see here. Hold on, let me get some other stuff back up here. Don't have hold on one sec. Nah, I missed it. I didn't have my stuff pulled up. 75 dips into the first percent of the bounce. Maybe. Gold's ripping, guys. Gold's ripping right back up. Okay, student name. Okay. Just 50 points on gold, yeah. It's insane, huh? Do I expect? Yeah, I think we'll have some. Seems manipulated. It could be. We always have good sales. I just don't know. You just never know. You know what I mean? But I do think they will have some good sales for sure. All right, there's the previous day close test. I wasn't even looking. All right, I'm going to try it. Might regret it, but we're going to try it. Little double bottom-ish action here as well. There we go. Size way down. Yeah, for sure, Kevin B. You expecting? Yeah. For sure, you got to size way down. So for an ad for my son in the yearbook, it's $145 for his senior ad. They charge you for everything. Alito, I do the last candle before close, so 4:59 or 4:59 Eastern. So if we zoom over here, you can see what candle I choose right here. Let's zoom in on it a little bit. So right there, 4:59 Eastern, and then the open is the very next candle. I marked both out, and if they're the same, I'll only mark out the one. And they were, in fact, the same today. Look at that rip, guys. Look at that rip off the previous day close. I'm telling you, man, that's why this level is so strong. That's why I like taking trades around this level so much. It's crazy. I mean, look at that rip off this level. I mean, it's 60 points. You admit a man will do everything to sacrifice for his family, but us women will sacrifice our family for our emotions. Black Beauty classic. I love it. Hey, not a lot of women will say that. Now, I do think it goes both ways. I do think it goes both ways. There are definitely some super deadbeat dads out there. So yeah, Kevin, that's what the market's been doing. I mean, it's insane how it's been doing that. So I was talking about a lot yesterday. Comes a few points from it and then just rips. So no, I deal with that same stuff, guys. Who it's it's I don't talk about it very often, but it's the victim mentality, and like in some cases maybe it's valid, but I mean in some cases it's not for sure. But hey, we're at a stage in our life where we don't let stuff like that bother us. We move forward and do what we have to do. So yeah, exactly, Black Beauty. We just move forward. Here we go. You also have a little 1 minute kind of confirmation short setup here. I don't hate this. You do have delivery from a previous inversion. That's a little 1 minute confirmation setup. Stop to break even here. Or you could even scale there as well. We're still in premium, so I think it's okay. Steph Curry's wife, I don't know what happened to her. No idea. Are we seeing VWAP again? Maybe. This price action is sick, but it is tradable. And that's what we want, right? That's what you want. You want it to effectively, at a minimum, be tradable. To kind of be predictable to a degree. And I think that it is that, at least. You're loving the end of day My Funded Futures from the giveaway yesterday. I was like 300, ended up with plus 50. But with that type of account, that doesn't matter. Yeah, exactly. Edna, exactly, 100%. You're just too tentative drawing fibs on all these moves. Yeah. Man, look at this thing. It is ripping right back into that gap there. Definitely got the volatility today. It's definitely a micros type of day. All right, I don't know. He's got I need to see if I don't know what picture we want to use for his casual picture. Yeah, Rob, it's the same in the funded. So they don't count your intraday profits against you. I mean, obviously that's why it's called end of day. So whatever you close at end of day, you could be up 1,000 and end of the day plus $5, and you don't lose any of your drawdown. That's the beauty of it. You cannot find any setup this morning. Yeah. Yeah, nothing wrong with that outer. I mean, like, if the conditions aren't right, then that's what you do. So we have not ordered the yearbook yet. Surprise, surprise. All right, let's do that. Let's do it. $70. Holy cow. Yearbooks are expensive. Yeah, Doji everywhere, Rec City for sure. Is tickling your tonsils from the back? uh... All right, let's order the yearbook. One account up 46, the other two got the wood chipper. Yeah. Not ordering an icon. Man, look at that, just wrecked that right back up. I mean, this is OPEX. So I guess we do need to kind of remember that. Setups are just getting wrecked. Like, I thought that was a decent setup there. I thought that might work, but just never made it to the break even. Volatility hasn't slowed down all that much either, really. Oh, you feel like Don Corleone, Master? Yeah. All right, we're going to do the drawing here in just a minute, guys. Let me buy this yearbook right quick. All right, understand if you win a trade day account, you may not get it today. It may be Monday because I don't know. They'll send the code at some point between now and then. And if you get the Apex account, it'll be immediately. All right. I'm going to set the timer here for 5 minutes on the giveaway. So if you're not in and you want to be that last minute sniper, you got 5 minutes. Exclamation point cash in the chat to enter the giveaway. Thank you very much. I got to check on this stupid casual photo thing. Let me see. See, for some reason, Caleb didn't do the casual photo. Hold on. Senior quotes and information for senior casual section of the yearbook are due this Friday. Is also the last day to pick your senior formal and casual poses. Huh. I'm not quite sure here. This makes no sense to me. Submit senior pictures for the yearbook. Formal and casual poses if you want to use a casual photo from an outside photographer. Okay. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm just reading this stuff. I mean, the market's doing nothing. It's just chopping right in this range here. In my opinion, if you haven't already made your money, you should probably just be bouncing out of here. And if you have made your money, you should do the same. Because this is, I don't want to say it's untradeable. I mean, it's okay, but just such whipsawy back and forth. Like this right here is 77 points, 80 points, this range. This little bitty idiot box is 80 points. Many people are short biased. Yeah. We kind of had two wicks up there north on the hourly. I marked them both out there. You can see this wick up here on the hourly at 64 that we did not quite get to. And we have this tiny, teeny hourly gap up here that's unbalanced in the 25,000 level. Just a little teeny gap. 1 minute and 30 seconds left in the giveaway, guys. Exclamation point cash in the chat. You have two options. Trade day 50K. Intraday trailing evaluation, no activation fee. Apex, any size evaluation with an activation fee. So, those are the two options. And you got 1 minute left. Caught the inside bar. The inside bar this morning banged, but I took 10 points off of it. That one right there, I'm assuming you're talking about. I took this one this morning. You had a 70-point stop, and it paid 79 points. So your stop was 69, and it paid 79, almost with no drawdown. Very little drawdown on that trade. I only took it for 10 because, you know, with a 70-point stop, I was a little bit on the skittish side with it. I took it with 2 micros on the funded accounts. And the countdown is on, guys. 20 seconds. If you're not in there, exclamation point cash. We're going to do the drawing as soon as the beeper goes off. So there'll be no entering after that. And it is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There it is. Close entries. And the winner is 2 cents. I hate weeks. I know you were already in there. You didn't try to snipe it. Tyson, you didn't try to snipe it too, did you? Yeah, I hate weeks. You're already in there. 2 cents. Where you at? You guys are trying to snipe it. See, you guys are used to me not doing it on an exact time frame right there, huh? 2 cents. There you are. Send me an email to methodicalman@gmail.com. I'm going to pin it at the top of the chat. 2 cents. What do you want? What account 2 cents do you want? I need you to include a screenshot of you being logged into your YouTube account there. And if you're choosing the trade day, we need your login email. Actually, no, we don't. Trade day is just a code. So you just need to let me know if you want the trade day or if you want the any size evaluation from Apex. Rigged. It's rigged. Very, very rigged. Ideally, passed account. That'd be the best account to give away there. The one that's already passed. Perfect. So just let us know 2 cents as soon as you figure it out there, which one you want. Pushing them below the 200 EMA here. ES right back to the 55 level. So, I don't know. I don't know when I'll start on My Funded Futures TV. It might be Monday. They really haven't told me yet. I guess we'll find out. They did change the time slot. I'm not allowed to tell you guys the time slot yet until they notify everybody. So I will not be on from 9 to 10. It'll be a different time slot. A little later. So it'll be later in the morning. But they did change the time slot there, which is fine by me. I don't mind it. Remember, guys, Tradeify is 40% off. It's a really good deal. And you also get a free entry into their challenge that they're doing, the trading challenge. I'll probably enter it. Why not? Why not? Let's check and see how everybody else is doing today. Testing that previous day close from the bottom side now. This could be a spot where you could short. I don't love it. I'm not going to do it myself personally. We did tap into an imbalance down here. So you have no idea if this is going to hold or not. Just being patient here, guys. You broke a record. What'd you do, Alito? Morning, Danielle. Shorted 2 mics from 740, was targeting 582, which went, where'd it go? What's the low? 410? So it looks like he hit it, huh? Two minutes, no cleaner. Let's check the 3 minute. All right. So this here would be an A setup. All right. We're in discount of the range. This is your 3 minute chart. I don't have time to mark this out for you guys, but we're in discount of the range. This is a good setup. I'm going to take it. I'm long. Delivery from this gap down here. Swept this liquidity, swept this liquidity. We do have equal lows below is the only kind of thing there, but stop to break even would be up here at this wick, but I'm not going to I'm not even targeting that. I'm not even going to target that. Yeah, first presented. Yeah. Let's see. No stop, fam. Yeah. I am going to put the break even in if we get back above the wick here. It's not technically the break even. Your wife passed her first TPT today. Let's go. We're getting a little twitchiness. I mean, I'm on the 3 minute chart here, and this thing's very twitchy. It's very twitchy even on the 3 minute chart. I'm going to lock in 20 points here. Or $20. Actually, let's lock in $30. Lock in our 200 bucks here. Again, if you're in this trade, stop to break even really is up here this wick. But as volatile as we are, this is already huge. All right. So locking in $200 P&L there. So like if you're in this trade, I mean, technically speaking, mechanically, that's the break even. And that probably would be your scale point because, I mean, that's 44 points from the entry. So because we're so volatile, I'm not waiting for the standard break even. I'm just taking what I can. Oh, let's go 8 weeks. Nice job. That's another thing to put my money where my mouth is, Nate. Yeah. We are twitchy here. Very, very twitchy for this chart. $30% in the eval for trade day. Let me check Bluesky, see if they updated anything. So no sell from Bluesky yet. They're probably waiting to see what Apex is going to do. What did Apex do? Apex did not do anything yet. That's probably why. Made too much? No, if it's a 50K, you can make $900 in a single day. So I think you're okay. You can see how this is why I take it here. I mean, like, I took 15 points, 16 points. That's why I take it there. I just, you know. That's a really clean setup. I mean, I like that setup. I don't think it fails, but it still might. You know, it is OPEX, so. Yeah, you can adjust it easy. If this candle here closes below this high, this would now become your break even. And your stop out is going to be a close below. You know, you're risking about 35, 40 points on this trade here. The stop out will be a close below this gap on the 3-minute. So. So let's see what happens here. Kind of building out a little bit of a bull flag on the lower time frame. Cooper, I'm not in a position right now. This is a long setup, though. I've already taken my profit, as you can see here, by my executions right there. Again, 868 is your break even and your scale. I'd scale the majority of my size there. And then you could maybe target the 964 with a runner. I realize that's 100 points up, but that's nothing, you know, to the Nasdaq. Back to the 50 EMA there on the 3-minute chart here. Trump is apparently speaking right now, guys, just so you know. Tapping the previous day close. Back to the previous day close here. Not looking good. Again, that's why I scaled there. Now, that's why I take it off. Now 856 is your break even because we created a new swing. Now close below is your stop out, or you just have a hard stop at this wick. So putting you through some stuff right now if you didn't move your stop up or take some profit there. I think with today's volatility, it makes a lot of sense to move your stop up and take profit. Just, you know, these stops are way bigger than normal. Minute 45 seconds left on this candle. ES back to the 55 here. So if we're going to bounce, this will be where we bounce. But just got a short call on gold. Let me see. I mean, it did create a little trend line here. One minute left on this. You can kind of see how this thing's like, it's inversing below and above, back and forth. It's not, price action's not great. Looks like it's probably going to stop out. Going to need a big bounce here otherwise. A big bounce. Look at the 50-minute chart. Am I muted? No, Eric, I'm not muted. I mean, I'll verify. There's the stop out. Testicles, 1, 2, testicles. Yeah, seems good. I don't really see anything on the 15-minute chart. I mean, we got no gaps. You got equal lows at 669. I mean, that's the only thing. So, like that 3-minute trade, it's an A setup. But you have to use some common sense, right? Let's use common sense, right? Let's think about this setup. Well, are we in discount of the range? Yes, we're in discount of the range because this is our high, this is our low. And when I'm looking at the range, I'm only looking at regular trading hours, so since open, right? So we pulled back to OT of the range. We tapped into the first presented fair value gap on the 1 minute. We swept these wicks, and we have good momentum back through this 3-minute gap. So to me, this is an A setup. We have some liquidity, a little bit of a draw on liquidity up there at 964. But, you know, like I said, I took the trade with the understanding that I'm not waiting for this wick to go break even and scale. It's 40 points up. So I'm still going to take some profit, you know. I mean, this did give you 32 points, 33 points, right? So yeah, I mean, I think it's an A setup, but on a day like today, I think it makes sense to, you know, to scale at certain levels. Now, there was no real scale opportunity here as far as like a wick or something like that, but I don't know. To me, it's just kind of common sense. Again, we still got the equal lows down here at 669. We're 100 points from them right now. If we break the VWAP here, I believe we go to the 669. But we'll see. It's now apparent you watch Fox News. I don't know what jingle. What did I just whistle? Did I whistle something? That was actually, I was listening to Alanis Morissette. Ironic. Your 15-second candles covering $4 moves. Man, gold's insane right now. I mean, it is so volatile. I mean, this bounce right here, $50. You do have a 5-minute trend line break here. So difficult for me to short gold, though. That's so difficult. Difficult. But yeah, I mean, we are kind of putting in lower lows, lower highs, right? We have a little break of structure here, but not really anything on the bigger time frame. So from that perspective, I do think this is probably the draw of liquidity. So, you're not buying it? No, that's why I can literally show you what I was just listening to. See, look. Alanis Morissette. Ironic. Now, this is playing Evanescence. Oh, did it break down? Oh, it is breaking. And here's the thing, like, these candles on gold are huge too. I mean, that's a freaking 10-point candle. All right, Predator, appreciate you. I do think if we break this gap here, if we get below this, that would kind of be your sign that we're going to go to the 69. You could wait for that for confirmation. 69.25 to be exact. Got the email from 2 cents. 2 cents, you never told me. Oh, you choose Apex. All right. 2 cents is taking the Apex account. Let me get your code, 2 cents. All right, 2 cents. There's your account code sent to you there, bud. You been whistling Kiss songs all morning? What are we doing? I ain't giving no tip. You better get out of here with that. They want you to tip on everything nowadays, huh? There's the VWAP. You think we might retest 650? 24,650? I mean, I think that makes complete sense. It should be. I mean, that's, like I said, 669 is just, yeah, equal lows there. You're going to rebalance the 5-minute fair value gap down there at that level. You know, trading terribly, not willing to hold winners at all. Yeah, we're definitely dumping. Yeah, Timbo, I was kind of the opposite, right? I donated to my niece's cheerleading thing just now, and you're able to leave a note for, I don't know if it shows up or what. I hope it does. Anyways, her name is Alana Grace. Alana Grace. Her whole life we've called her Gracie, and now all of a sudden she's in high school and she wants to go by Alana, and so I put on there, just call her Gracie. Because that's what we've called her whole life. And now she wants to go by a different name. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not calling you by something different. You should have went by that from the beginning. This is the moment when you realize you were disappointing yourself, which caused carelessness and FOMO. Yeah. The thing is, though, Timbo, like I said, if you haven't made your money by now, you should probably be just sitting on the sidelines, you know? Or if you're red, don't try to get it back. It's a terrible day to trade. It's very trappy. Not that the price action is horrible. We're getting volatility. That's not it. It's just, very, very trappy. Setups are failing. And, it's just one of those days where try to lock it in early if you can. That 69 level still sitting down there, guys. I think that's where we're going. I mean, we didn't have an SMT at the top or anything like that to tell us we were going down. The only thing I will say is, I do think I mentioned that we'd probably go down if we kind of got through this gap here. And then we had a little confirmation set up here that actually failed. So, a little confirmation short. So, closed below here, and then closed below and back above. I mean, it's just not great price action when it comes to inversions. 20 points? Oh, you're totally green? Let's go, Timbo. No disappointments, man. Be green. If you're green, good to go. Accept your green day. Accept that green day, Timbo. Let's do it. I don't know, Coach Fred. I think so. Not 100% sure. I can't say the time that it'll be yet. They changed it on me. Although I'll give you a hint. Somewhere around this time. Greed is good. Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes. Sometimes not. What's that, Max? Oh, Max said greed is never good. Greed is never good, Timbo. Sorry, bud. Max disagrees. But you just see what happens here. I mean, like, we have a pretty obvious drawn liquidity here down here at the 69s, and it's just manipulating, and you're probably going to end up just getting one big candle down. I don't know if Trump is still talking. I closed it out. Yes, right back to the 55. Is Trump still speaking? You shall be triumphant. All right, I like the confidence. I like the confidence. Taco talk. I don't know if he's still talking or not. And I wasn't addicted. What the hell is the YRM prop challenge, Rob? All right, do I try this here? I don't know, man. We already closed the below on the 3-minute here. The 1-minute may not matter. It's going to be like a propulsion block here. You'll try not to blow this account, and we'll let you know. Okay, let's go. You're up 330 on TPT, funded for the second payout. Let's go. Yeah, profit split. I mean, it's just how it gets. I mean, you know, they got to make their money too, right? If we get this 3-minute OB here, I may take this trade. If we get the 3-minute OB. No tariffs on China and NQ plus 10%, please. Russ Water says stay away. Probably right. You talking about YRM? Isn't that new prop firm that Kellyanne was talking about? I didn't watch the video, but I think I saw the title. So let's go, Coper. Nice job. Telling you guys, if this 700 level breaks, we're going to run down to that 70 level fast. Oh, that's the one. I don't know anything about them. Maybe I'll watch your video and see what they're about, but me personally, I don't know anything about them. Here's the close of London. New fast track. We don't know. It takes time to find out if it is or not, Marcy. Well, I could take this on. Do I take this on Take Profit Trader? Maybe. I might take it on Take Profit Trader. Kellyanne usually checks the prop firms properly. Eh. I mean, I don't know if there's much checking you can do on a new prop firm. Not much checking you can do. It's just kind of like a roll of the dice. That's okay, though. A roll of the dice. What to call you? I'm going to take this on Take Private Trader down to 69 and a quota if we get the OB here. If we don't get the OB, yeah, 47. I mean, hey, Rob, we all take chances, right? Even trading's taking chances. So I don't think there's anything wrong with trying out a new prop firm. As long as you're just aware that they're new and aware of the risk. That's all. I mean, what Fast Track kind of proved to us is, you know, they can pay you. And then one day just not pay you, right? Oh, man, did that? All right. I'm going to take it. And I'm going to take it at like, I'm going to take it at 75. 52.50. All right. I'm in here. No, I didn't know that, Papa. This is my Take Private Trader Pro account. One micro. We get through this low here, I think I'll go break even. I think this is going to be the hold up, the 3-minute 200 here. If we can kind of get through there and that 690 level, then I think we go. Past TPT and funded ticks. Let's go. Nice job, Vince. Stay away from the welcome home. True. All right. You know, it's not just going to go straight there. That's just how it is. We are getting some very, I mean, this is very twitchy. Really is very twitchy. ES holding up there at the VWAP. Nasdaq below, ES just slightly above. All right, locking some in here. You know what? We might get one more bounce here. I'll just go break even. Lose the 90, we just dump right into that area. Locking in 30 points there. Who took that? Let's go. Still didn't hit that level yet, but like I just think that's such a clear. Put in a little propulsion block there. Next giveaway will be the 50K prop pit. I don't know what that is. Just blew a TPT Pro. Can you advise? FPL, you got to take profits. So you see me trail it down there. You just got to take profits. You can't. You cannot. You can't allow it to run 15, 20 points, especially on a mini, into profit and not take something. So really go for smaller targets until you get above the buffer. Go for somewhere between 10 and 15 point targets, and move to stop to break even at like 15 points. At 20, lock in 5, 25, lock in 10, so on and so forth. Got both halfway. Let's go. Nice job by Hay Weeks. This is the manipulation that we talk about, though. Look at the double bottom here. Clear level that we should be tapping, and we're not. 69 and 69.50 has equal lows, but that's why I took profit. You know, I had 75 as my target there. I didn't want to take that on all the fundeds because it is Friday, but I did take it on the one Take Profit Pro. So that one's up $95 on that Take Profit Pro. Just try to be patient there and wait for a spot to where the trade made sense, right? You kind of have this inversion here, 3-minute inversion to the downside with an order block. And then we put in a propulsion block just below that. An order block, often order block, that's all a propulsion block really is. With a clear drawn liquidity. You barely missed it on both tests in the New York session, yeah. It should retap this 5-minute. I mean, if we go to the 5-minute, you can see what we're looking at here. You see the 5-minute has this gap here that's unbalanced. And we got all these wicks here, plus here now. It's going to take this level. Just when does it take it is the question. We are at an initial balance low here, so. Also the 15-minute opening range there. Look at this manipulation. Look how ugly this is. So crazy. So I'm glad that I took some profit there. Look at this rip right back up. It's insane, guys. It's insane. You got to be front running everything today by at least 4 or 5 points. Long trigger might happen on the ES again here. Back to the 55. I don't know. Let me see what Mancini says about that because I'm not sure. He was down 140 points. Dang. Ended up with 8 mics. Hey, that's the way to do it, though. You start off with the right size, you know. 38 fails, we see 23.05. 55 is the magnet given. The reclaim is the long trigger. So now there's another long trigger as ES reclaims 55 again. Another long trigger. Oh, you killed it? 722? Man, you're up 50 points now if you'd stayed in. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, huh? 55 long trigger right back up. This is insane. Look at this nasty price action. I mean, the volatility is great if you're on the right side of it. But if you're on the wrong, man, you're in a tough spot. ES reclaimed the 55, pushed all the way back up to 65 now. 10 points that fast in the ES. 10 points that quick. Your previous day low previous day close could be another spot to enter short again. Could be. I'm on the sidelines though. I'm on the sidelines here. I mean, you do have this kind of, this trend line is generating some liquidity here. It's eventually going to rip right back up through it. What, you got 4 touches on it? 4 touches here. So kind of retesting the trend line. Met daily payout, daily quota. Let's go. Breakfast time. Nice. I'm hungry too, guys. I haven't ate anything today. Maybe you could re-short here at the 94s. It is breaking the trend line though, so careful. Intermittent fasting, yeah. You're right, almost 1K in fees because of this rippage. Yeah, dude, the fees can get you quick. Like I said, I think this is a reasonable spot if you're thinking of shorting. But if this gets above this trend line, I mean, 964, I mean, here's the thing. Until it takes out one of these two levels, it's not really safe to long or short here. You know, we're kind of low to short, but you could. You think it would take this level out first. But what do the market makers they might be thinking to themselves, how can we wreck the most people? Well, take it back above the highs first, then come down here. It's exactly what they did here, right? Ripped it right back up. Going back down, I trade probably. He started a long at 820, added at 725, somehow managed to add at the low. Nice. He had 400 cushion. Yeah. Dude, that's like 3 minutes. 4 minute. What did we did there? 4 minutes. We ripped 100 points in 4 minutes. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 1-minute candles, 100 points. Insane. I'm telling you, man, it's insane volatility. Thank you, Nate. I appreciate you. And now this thing, if it gets above previous day close, I mean, all bets are off here. You got the 15-minute opening range high sitting right there at 817. I'm sorry, the low. No, that is the high. 817. All right, ES just tapped 67, which is the next level up. And see, a lot of times I will say like, oh, this is trendline liquidity, right? And like if we break above it, you would kind of expect it to go back to the high. But with today's price action, I wouldn't be shocked if it just runs one or two of the wicks and then goes back down. If it gets above there at all. We'll see. Coming into the macro here in about 5 minutes. And I don't know if this is a product if Trump's still speaking or not. I didn't really see. Let me look. I don't think he would be still speaking, but let's see. He might be. So don't think he's still speaking. I think someone else is. I don't know who this is. It says President Trump says He may attend Supreme Court hearings on tariffs. All right, this thing might be ready to blast off here, guys. San Francisco could be the next city to receive National Guard in crime crackdown. Putin will meet Trump in Hungary. That's interesting. We need to send Tom Sabo over. We got to send Tom Sabo over for some R&D. Stocks keep getting hit, still green. Get back 50% of my profit today. Yeah, Ubin, it's one of those. I mean, it's a very tough day to hold. Because here's the thing. Like, say you're short. Say you got short here. Let's just, for example. You know, and you're like, it's going to those equal lows. You know, goes down. Almost there. Whoop. Rip right back up. Like, you got to be scaling. You got to be, you know, just taking 10, 15 points on the volatility. Because if you're wrong, you're going to be really wrong. It's going to cost you your account. Really wrong. It's not a day where you could be wrong and kind of work your way out of it. Like Alito was talking earlier. I mean, like, it's a very tough day. You get stuck in the wrong side. It'd be very difficult to get out. That's why I'm not really trading on the other accounts over here. I took my $33, $34, locked in a break-even week, and I'm just happy with that. So we're looking at this trend line break here from this perspective. These would be your targets. These levels. So I would 100%, if you're in this long on the trend line break, I'd be scaling up here for sure at this target. Because you might get this. I mean, it very well could happen, right? So that's probably about 50% of this range too, if I'm just eyeballing it. So yeah, that's actually 618 of the range. That wick right there is in 618. So serious question. Does this look like a toupee or a wig? Kind of does, doesn't it? His hair's a little too perfect. A little too perfect. I mean, there's not a misplaced hair on this head. Look at that. You find strange we got triple lows. You're still expecting a sweep. Yeah, eventually. Yeah, classic trendline break setup for sure. That's a wig? You think so? Yeah. Oh, that's not the live? I don't know. It says it's live. That's a rug. Maybe. Oh, it does say earlier today. Well, I know Trump wasn't. He's not on anymore anyway, is he? I don't know who that guy is. Probably somebody I should know. Well, I know Trump was talking earlier because I did see him on another channel. Who knows? Stay away from cats. Let's go, Coper. Nice job. Okay. Is that him live now? Alito posted a link. I don't know what that is. Yeah, I know he was speaking earlier. I don't know if he's still talking or not. One more funded left. Let's go. Kind of consolidating here. Let's see if we get the breakout. Oh, you're on bogus. Yeah, I can never tell. I like watching Meet Kevin because he normally has it on his channel whenever he's live. So if you guys aren't familiar with Meet Kevin, he reports the news. I don't know, some guy out of California. He's interesting. I think he ran for governor or something a couple of years ago. He didn't win, but all right, let's see what happens at this 50 level here. 850s. All right, here we come. There's the wick. So let's see how we react to these wicks here. This is now OT of this range. Yeah, Alito, man, that's the hardest part though. When you hold to the drawdown and you're like, it gets back to your entry, your thought process is, if I don't get out here, it's just going to go back down and then I'll be kicking myself. So, like, it's one of the hardest things to do there. Very difficult to do that. All right, look at that reaction there off that wick sweep there, guys. You could take an aggressive short here and maybe put your stop at like the 70, potentially. Anybody brave enough? They got the sack to take the short here. I don't. Could have managed the candle broke out of my entry, so if I lose, I would have lost. Yeah, I get you. This would be a fib level short here. Sweep of liquidity. Nothing other than that. Even this little tiny gap is like 18 points. Insane. Holding that 9 EMA there. I mean, realistically, though, it did give you a decent amount of points off that level. It doesn't look like much. 30 points. Top of the hour in 4 minutes here. All right, looking pretty bullish, guys. Looking pretty bullish. What up, Pip Hunter? This thing's just going, guys. Why didn't I take the trend line break, guys? Why didn't you tell me? You guys didn't tell me. I mean, it's only up 85 points off the trend line break. Nah, no more giveaways right now. Today, I hate weeks. We'll probably wait till this afternoon if I'm live. Got to save some for next week. So that's a 200-point move off the lows here, guys, already. 199 points right there. I mean, here's the thing. If it just swept this low, then I would have been looking for longs. This trendline break I probably take. But since it leaves this liquidity, I can't take it. Nothing I can do. Can't take it. You took a long on MES and booked 400 plus ticks. Let's go. Nice job, Pip Hunter. All right, Timbo. Appreciate you. Have a great weekend, too. You live for that setup? Yeah. The thing is, man, if it would have just taken that low. Did ES take it? Well, it did. So I guess there was an SMT there. But all I'm saying is... Oh, dang it. I didn't mean to move that. I don't know where it was. 55. The problem is, the reason why I wouldn't take it is these are equal lows at 69.50. So, you know, I don't know. Made it tough. Yeah, option status too. Yeah, I didn't even notice that SMT, Alito. There was an SMT at the lows. So good call on that. But I didn't notice it. Does anyone know of a trading view indicator that will match EMAs? I have one loaded by Dr. Sweets, but it does not match. I mean, the EMAs should be the same on the 1 minute. So if you're on the 1 minute chart, Frank, if you just put the 21, the 9, the 50, and the 200 on the 1 minute, they should match up no matter what kind of chart you're on. They should. Short here for 10 points. I had to watch Korean drama. What is Korean drama? Value area low. Yeah, I'm just saying. I mean, I would have liked it to have taken this level out. It was just too tricky for me to take the long with it not taking this level. You're looking for a long at the low 800s. Just be careful. Miss Incognito. Option 0 DTE will change your life. Yeah, they'll change them in a bad way. Pip Hunter, I'm not. I'm trading prop firms. So basically, I'm just taking one micro on a 50K account for the most part. On my, you know, the $201 I made today is trading one micro. You can see my executions here. So as far as the stop is fluid on a one micro, I don't have a hard stop on a one micro. In general, I'm a fan of, like, if you're in a one micro and you're wrong, you should be able to still work your way out. So. All right, Robert. Appreciate you. See you Monday. But I do size up. I mean, like, if there's like this previous day close level, I do like to take the first touch after 10. So that was kind of like right here. And sometimes I'll use larger size on that play. But I did not today. I didn't like it as much today because we kind of tested it right at 10, which I took there too. And then I took it here. But you can see how strong this previous day close level is if you wait till after 10. I mean, hell, even before 10. Look at that level. I mean, just look at the reactions that you get off that level, you know. And then at that point, you know, it's kind of smoked. But and this is something that happens every day. I've back tested it. I've forward tested it. It's an extremely strong level. You just use the data. Oh, I got you. But yeah, I think trading one micro takes the stress out. I used to trade solely one mini, and I didn't like micros, but kind of changed my view over the last month or so. Because like what I was doing with the micro, I was still trading the micros with like a hard stop. And I was taking like 5 micros at a time instead of a mini. And I would find that I would still lose $400 or $500 a day, even with micros. Well, realistically, I should just be trading one micro. Starter with a micro. If you get 10 points, it's fine. 887 again. Yeah. So start with a micro. You can kind of work your way out of it if you're wrong. And if you're right, you get $20. $20 doesn't sound like a lot, but, you know, $20 across, I don't know, 25, 30 accounts. It adds up, right? It adds up. And what I like to do, my goal is to kind of make $100 a day on those accounts. But I'm locking in a break-even week here. I had one day where I lost $250. I traded more than one micro that day. Kind of like, not accidentally, but just like didn't really think about the stop losses on it. Took the loss, $250, and then we traded the single micro the rest of the week to get it back. So, yeah, that's true. I hate weeks. Look at this thing go, guys. Holy cow. Anybody still holding the long? You're still holding the long right here. You the man. You the man. What am I listening to? One micro's been built at buffer, now switched to 4. Let's go. Nice job. No. I just realized that's probably pretty loud. How this thing rips up and down today. That's what I'm saying. I hate weeks. This is crazy. Oh, Black Beauty, you're in it? Let's go. T. Cooper, let's go. Nice job. ES is ripping too. Wow. ES, almost back to the 94. Pushed up there to the 90. That song is always too loud. Yeah. No, this is Joan Osborne. I could turn it down like this. Is that better? Nice trade, T. Cooper. Just right back to the highs here. This is insanity. It's at 250 points. Holy cow. Frank, I'm looking at your chart. Let's see. The 9, the 21, The only difference is my 50 is above the 200 and yours has it below, so something's up with that. But your 9 and 21 are right. My 50 is sitting at 826. Yours is at like 780. So I'm not quite sure what that is. Finally trading good today. Let's go. Yeah, the volatility is nice, Nate, if you're on the right side. Let me see what happened to gold there. Yeah, gold's still holding below that trend line. Like I said, I do think it makes sense for gold to go to this level here. Yeah, 25K, I think so too. We got a small gap up there. If you look, if you go to the hourly, I've got it marked out up here at 25K. There's an hourly gap up here, just very, very small one. Yeah, it could be, Frank, because on TradingView, so listen to me here, and somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. On TradingView, you can have like the 5-minute 50 and the 5-minute 200, but you can have the 1-minute 9, the 1-minute 21. So I think you can go into the settings, and you need to make sure the settings are based on the time frame that you're currently on. So I think that's probably the problem. So Georgia Jeans thinking to short this bull train. All right, good luck, Georgia Jeans. I don't think that's a bad area to short. I don't think you need to scale in up to 40 though. I think if you get it in short at 25, I'd put my stop at like 20, 15, 20. You should be able to get a 15 or 20 point reaction off that. So the way today is going is probably stop at 24,980. It might. Yeah, it might. 987. Yeah. So we'll see kind of what happens. But yeah, I think that might be the problem, Frank, is like those other EMAs must be on a higher time frame. Let me check. Let me see if I go to the 5-minute. Where's it at? So the 50 is still above the 200 on the 5. Let's go to the 15. The 15 is just completely different. I don't know. I can't figure that out. That is weird. Monthly high at 27, 44 is prior day high. Yeah, we already took the 44 level, though, I thought. 921.50. Man, I don't know there, Frank. I mean, that looks right to me. That could be why. It could be... I would try unchecking the... because you got fast, medium, slow EMAs. Maybe uncheck the fast, medium, and slow and just leave the entry on there and see what it does. I don't know. All right, here we go. Making an opportunity to take a long here. First kind of pull back into the 9 here. It's been riding it the whole way up. I've got the protection of the whole number here. I'm going to take it. I've got the protection of the whole number. Just going to look for 10 points here. Again, the idea is it's just been riding the 9 the whole way up. We still got liquidity above. So even though we're very high, you know, theoretically it should kind of hold. There we go. And, you know, like I said, we got the protection of a pivot point, the 21, the 50, the whole number. You know, these are spread out a bit, but you could still average in off these if it did want to pull back deeper. Are there any MyFunded Futures codes? Yes, MM, Alito. That's the only code. So no, right now they don't. The deal I think is like 5%. I don't think they got any deals going on other than that for now. So, yeah, I thought we took the 44 already though. I thought we took that 25.044. Let me look at the higher time frame. I thought we just took it out the other day by just barely. Yeah, so we did. So this wick here, it's already been taken out. So I don't know. I don't think that level's got that much significance to me. But this is that small hourly gap here. Just a little teeny gap. I mean, I would not be shocked at that gap if we don't get a reaction off that gap. Because, like, a lot of times those little bitty small gaps that you think we just blast through end up being areas that are important for whatever reason. For whatever reason. All right, about $260 away from passing this thing. $256 to be exact. I mean, a pullback into kind of that 50 EMA would kind of maybe make sense if you get it. I don't know that we do. There any giveaway? No. Nah, no more giveaways 8 weeks right now. Little bull flag up here. I'm tempted to long again here, but I know this very well could flush back down into the 50s. 850. The thing to be careful about here, the sweep of this wick still sitting inside this gap here, small gap. So the sweep of this wick could be the turn down spot. It really could be, but 25% off welcome discount. We'll see, Alexi. I don't know. I don't know. There we go. Now we're getting the squeeze. I mean, this thing just kind of rode that 9 the whole way up. You know? Touch, touch, touch. I mean, theoretically, this could be a soup level for like 10 points. Let's see if it works. Let's see if it pulls back to like the 25 here. I think probably does. You could short here for like a quick 10. But you could get wrecked too. $10 seconds. Nope. I think it's going to rip now. Yeah, maybe it doesn't close. Yeah, if it closes above here, I think it just goes. Peculiar. Is it gonna pull back or what? Not, I mean, I wouldn't be thinking much. a small scalp. Yeah, it's too strong here. It's not going to do it. Locked up your green. Let's go, Clarity. Nice job. Smart move. Me too. Yep, it's just too strong. Not going to do it. Too strong. I mean, I know it can. I know you can do it. Be a good girl. Elito, yeah, this is just like an idea. I'm not taking this. It's just an idea that I was thinking, like, you know, sweep of this, we could get like a little 10-point reversal candle. I mean, even that's not even that clean of a trade, right? I mean, if you got in here, you still took 12 points of drawdown. It's not bad, but would have paid 11 there. I'm just saying, like, this is a spot based on how price has been acting today. You know, it's been doing this all day. And I mean, not only just today, over the last few weeks, right? Coming so close to that level that we have on the hourly chart. And what happens? Turns right back down. I mean, same thing it did here. Exact same thing. So that's the only reason I was thinking that. Like, you know, hey, this could be a decent spot to take some points. Now, I don't think it doesn't run this time. I think it does, but I could be wrong. 70 lots at 950. There you go. You could maybe get some points down there off that 860 level or that 50 EMA is sitting. If I was looking for a long bounce, that might be a spot I'd be looking for. But I don't know if we get it. It is interesting. Like, I don't know. I find myself just watching price sometimes. It is interesting to me to kind of see how it moves and, you know, just kind of watch it. So, all right, guys, I think that's going to do it for me today. I'm going to lock down these profits and get out of here. So you can see we're up $219 on that. We did blow the Influencer Cup account. Good news is we can just get a fresh reset on Monday. And we were only up $1,000 anyway, so it's not that big a deal. If I don't get it passed by next week, I'll probably just give up on it. So we only got 2 weeks left in the competition anyway. Main reason why I'm in there, get the free accounts for you guys. Can get along here. We'll see. But yeah, that's going to do it for me. If you guys want to help support the channel, hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. Use my coupon codes if you want to help support the channel. You guys know TPT, 40% off, no activation fee. Take Private Trader. Use code MM. My Funded Futures, code MM. Bulanox, MM, Tradeify, Trade Day, Day Traders, Tick Tick, Funded Futures Network, Elite, Legends, Funding Ticks, Lucid, and Prop Shop, all code MM. Futures Desk is going to be code MMM, and Apex, code M. Myth, MYTH. So, it's going to do it for me. Appreciate you guys watching. Again, I'll let you guys know in the Discord or on the stream on Monday if we're going to be on the My Funded Futures TV on Monday or not. We won't find out until then. So, appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you next time.
Nasdaq's a tricky trader, beware the fall. Technical tools may help, but watch your wall. Hirami candles flicker, inversions come and go. Protect your cash, don't let it all blow. Nasdaq's a nasty girl, don't go full port. She takes your cash in a flash, be careful with your heart. The opening range trade still bangs, but stay alert. Methodical man prefers inversions, get your cash and protect yours. Market warning, listen close and heed. Daily payouts can fool, but they're not what they seem. Be resilient, don't give up, keep your guard tight. Trading